Have you ever heard of children who emerged from the earth, speaking a strange language, dressed in peculiar clothes, and most mysteriously of all, having green skin? It sounds like the stuff of fairy tales, but this bizarre account is a historical mystery that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Who were the Green Children of Woolpit, and where did they come from? Our story takes us back to 12th century England, to the small rural village of Woolpit in Suffolk. It was an ordinary day during harvest season when local farmers made an extraordinary discovery. Near the entrance to one of the village's legendary wolf pits, deep traps designed to catch wild animals, stood two children, a boy and a girl. They were unlike anything the villagers had ever seen. The children were dressed in unfamiliar clothing made of materials the locals couldn't identify. They spoke in a language that was incomprehensible to everyone in the village, and perhaps the most striking feature of all, they both had skin that was green, a vivid shade that immediately set them apart. The villagers were baffled. Who were these children? Were they lost? Were they abandoned? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, were they even human? At first, the children refused to eat any of the food they were offered. Bread, cheese, meat, everything was rejected. They seemed to grow weaker with each passing day until someone brought them freshly harvested green beans. To the villagers' amazement, the children ate them ravenously, as though they'd never seen any other food. Over time, the children began to adapt. The boy, however, grew ill and sadly passed away not long after their arrival, but the girl survived. As her health improved, her green complexion gradually faded and she began learning English. With her newfound ability to communicate, she revealed a story that only deepened the mystery. She claimed that she and her brother had come from a place called St. Martin's Land, a world of perpetual twilight where everything was bathed in a dim green light. She described how she and her brother had been tending their family's livestock when they heard a strange sound, like church bells, and suddenly found themselves in Woolpit, disoriented and alone. The villagers listened, intrigued yet skeptical. Where was this so-called St. Martin's Land? Was it some hidden realm beneath the earth, as the children's emergence from the wolf pit seemed to suggest? Or could it have been a distant land shrouded in mist and mystery? As the girl grew up, she adapted fully to her new life in Woolpit, eventually being baptized and reportedly marrying a local man. But even as she assimilated into society, questions lingered about her and her brother's origins. Scholars, theologians, and historians have debated the story for centuries, offering various theories to explain it. Some believe the Green Children were refugees, possibly Flemish orphans displaced by war. Their green skin, they argue, could have been caused by malnutrition, a condition known as chlorosis. Others suggest a more fantastical explanation, proposing that the children were from another world entirely, perhaps even extraterrestrials. And then there are those who view the tale as an allegory, a medieval fable crafted to teach a moral or reflect the superstitions of the time. Could the story have been exaggerated or entirely invented, passed down through generations as folklore? The truth may never be known. What we do have are accounts written by two chroniclers of the time, Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh, who recorded the story as they heard it from villagers. While their versions differ slightly in detail, both agree on the existence of the mysterious green-skinned children who appeared in Woolpit. To this day, the story of the Green Children of Woolpit captures the imagination of historians and storytellers alike. Was it a case of mistaken identity, a tragic tale of displaced children, or was it evidence of something far more otherworldly? What do you think? Were these children merely victims of circumstance, or could they have been visitors from another realm entirely? The mystery of the Green Children of Woolpit remains unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. An enigma from the past that continues to haunt the present.